Being house broke is one of the toughest challenges in personal finance. A significant number of people have experienced it, and to help reduce that number, I wanted to share a quick guide on how much we should be spending on housing. As with many major financial decisions, there are a few well-known rules of thumb about how much home we can afford. Today, we're going to analyze 3 of the most common ones, discuss their pros and cons, and see how they fit into our overall budget. This way, you can pick the best approach for your situation. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel where we explore investing, debt, retirement, and many other financial topics that schools often overlook. If you're interested in learning more about these subjects and working towards greater financial freedom, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Now, how much house can I afford? This is a question asked by thousands daily, and financial experts have created several guiding principles. The 3 main rules of thumb we'll explore are the 28 of 36 rule, the 30% solution, and the 25% method. Let's break down each one. The 28 of 36 rule. The 28 of 36 rule suggests that you shouldn't spend more than 28% of your gross income on housing, including mortgage principal, interest, property taxes, insurance, and fees like PMI and HOA. Additionally, your total debt obligations, including credit cards, car loans, and student loans, should not exceed 36% of your gross income. The primary advantage here is that this rule considers both housing and other debt, enabling you to buy a more expensive house than other rules while balancing other financial obligations. However, this rule also allocates the highest portion of income to liabilities, which means less money for other goals, like debt repayment or saving. To see how this works, imagine John and Jane, who earn $72,000 a year, or $6,000 a month. They have $585 in monthly debt payments, which is roughly 9.75% of their income. Based on this, they'd need to keep their housing costs under 26.25% of their income, or $1,575 per month, to stay within the 36% threshold. With a 4% interest rate, a 20% down payment, and 1.5% property taxes, John and Jane could afford a $270,000 home on a 30-year loan or a $190,000 home on a 15-year loan. The 30% solution. This rule states that housing costs shouldn't exceed 30% of your gross income, allowing you to afford the most expensive house of the 3 rules. John and Jane, earning $6,000 a month, could allocate up to $1,800 a month to housing. With the same assumptions as before, they could buy a $335,000 home on a 30-year loan or a $235,000 home on a 15-year loan. However, unlike the 28 of 36 rule, this method doesn't consider other debts directly, which could result in tight budgets if you're juggling other expenses or trying to save aggressively for early retirement. The 25% method. This method, popularized by Dave Ramsey, is the most conservative, recommending no more than 25% of take-home pay for housing costs. For John and Jane, with a take-home income of $60,000 per year, this would be $1,250 per month, allowing them to afford a $225,000 home on a 30-year loan or a $160,000 home on a 15-year loan. While this approach allows for greater flexibility in other financial goals, it can be challenging in high-cost areas unless you get creative with options like house hacking or rent sharing. As a final thought, while these rules of thumb offer guidance, personal financial situations vary widely. It's wise to use them as starting points, not strict limits. Consider additional costs like moving expenses, home repairs, and closing costs, as these can add up quickly. So, I'd recommend digging into your own situation to decide what works best. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content. Let's keep learning and working toward financial independence together.